Hello everyone, my name is Talga Tokbergen, and today we'll be talking about the world economy, about the effects of COVID and post-COVID period. I watched a video called like how U.S. consumers helped prop up the world economy from February 2020, which was before the COVID, and after how everything changed after that. I want to talk about what video explained and then how the pandemic completely shifted the picture for the US and the global economy. So, the biggest takeaway from the video is that the U.S. consumers basically fuel the world economy. So they are the largest consumers of the world, and of course they affect all the economy in the whole world. So Americans like spend more than consumers in any other country in the world. They spend it on traveling, on retail, on cars, electronics, and you can name it. And that matters because a huge number of factories around the world depend on the U.S. demand. So they produce for the U.S. Market. When Americans buy less, these countries like China, Mexico, or some European countries feel it immediately. So the video also emphasized how strong the U.S. consumer was before COVID: low unemployment, confident spending, cheap borrowing, and stable growth. Pretty much the message was, as long as Americans keep spending, the world economy stays afloat. But then we know the pandemic hit, the COVID 2019, and everything the video describes was turned upside down. U.S. consumers stopped spending on travel, restaurants, entertainment, and services. So global supply chain global supply chain froze. Stores closed. Some sectors just stopped working. So factories shut down because people in the US weren't buying like they did before. But then the opposite happened. After stimulus checks and lockdowns, people suddenly shifted their preferences, their spending from services to goods. They started buying online. They started buying like home equipment, electronics, furniture, and stuff, and like a lot of things they just started buying. And the video didn't predict any of that because nobody could. Like who could thought about this? So business models changed permanently. In the US, companies realized they couldn't rely on physical stores and traditional operations anymore. So we saw massive shifts to online shopping, like Amazon like made their tops, and remote work, delivery and logistics was very busy, and also automation. So globally, companies started rethinking supply chains. Instead of relying on so much on China, businesses began like nearshoring and diversifying production. Some moved manufacturing to Mexico, Vietnam, or back to the US because reliability became more important than the low cost. Worldwide, businesses became more digital, more flexible, and more spread out. The pandemic also changed the job market. In the US, a lot of low wage service jobs disappeared, while jobs in the technology, logistics, and healthcare exploded. Wages rose because of the worker shortages, especially in service industries. I have a lot of friends who work in the IT industry, and they just moved from their offices to their houses, and they started working from home. And After the pandemic, companies realized that this is what they can do. They don't need to spend money on the office rents, and a lot of expenditures for the office could be scratched. So another for the if we talk about the video, another problem the video didn't cover is the aging population in the US and many countries like Japan, South Korea, or Europe. The workforce is shrinking. That puts pressure on productivity, healthcare systems, and long-term economic growth. Meanwhile, younger countries like India or China will play a bigger role in global consumption in the future. If the video creators updated their message today, I think they would still say that the U.S. consumers matter enormously, but they would also admit that the world became more fragile, fragile, how we say here in California, and more interconnected. So they'd probably highlight inflation, supply chain risk, geopolitical tensions, and the rise of the digital economies. And they would definitely say that relying on one country like U.S. Is risky for global stability. So overall, watching this 2020 video today shows how fast the world can change and how important it is for countries and companies to adapt. Thanks, like because everything changed very fast. It's been like maybe 5 years, about 5 years passed from the pandemic, but today's world is completely different from the world of 2020. Thank you for watching and see you on the next video.